Okay, so we continue on through the motion in limine unsealed documents. Now we're going to do the deposition transcript for Anne Carroll, who was the hairstylist, and Vivian Baker, who was the makeup artist. They were both present for the trailer incident. I think it's been said that they were allegedly kind of present for other incidents as well. So we'll see what Wayfarer wanted to include. So let's have a look. Okay, so halfway through, a question, concerns or complaints that she had regarding Wayfarer or the conduct of Mr. Baldoni or Mr. Heath. By the way, this is Anne Carroll's deposition, the hairstylist. During filming? Yes, during filming. Did you ever discuss Miss Lively's concerns regarding the conduct of Mr. Baldoni or Mr. Heath? Yes. Frequently? Sometimes. On numerous occasions? A few occasions. Would Miss Lively confide in you if she had her hair and makeup done or undone? Objection. Yes. And then they have a break. Okay, what page is this? 47, so we are going to jump. Thank you. Before we begin, I just wanted to note for the record that Lindsay Strasberg, on behalf of plaintiff, is on the Zoom and we don't get to hear the rest. They go to a different page. So she's answering the question. She had said that Mr. Baldoni, wanted it to be a lot more intimate, more kissing, and her view on it was that they shouldn't give away everything right away at that point in the script. It should be more of a tease, and not to give it all away to the audience at that point. And did Miss Lively share her discomfort with that scene with you after the fact? Yes. She was uncomfortable in the way that Mr. Baldoni had improvised the scene to make it more intimate? Yes, and comments that he had made. What were those comments that Mr. Baldoni had made to Miss Lively? Oh, this is the dance scene. She said that while he nuzzled into her neck, that he said, "It smells so good," or "You smell so good." And Miss Lively had the understanding that was something that was said, that was not something that was said in character, correct? Objection. And Carol says, "I don't know that." Is this the same? No, different page. She's answering. From what she told me, yes, it's my experience that these types of scenes are fully discussed between the actors before they're filmed. In your experience, Miss Carroll, the type of scene that was the montage scene would be fully discussed between the actors before they are filmed? In my experience, yes. So in your experience, any kissing that would have been included in the montage scene should have been fully discussed between the actors before it was filmed? Objection. That's my experience, yes. Did you ever discuss Miss Lively's interaction with Mr. Baldoni during the dance montage scene with anyone else on set? No, maybe Vivian. Do you recall what you might have said to Miss Vivian to Miss Baker, or Miss Baker to you regarding that? No. Do you recall any other instances in which Mr. Baldoni improvised to introduce more intimacy into a scene than scripted? Objection. I believe there was a scene where they were supposed to be making love, and I think he wanted her to react like she was having an orgasm, made her feel uncomfortable. When you're saying that Mr. Baldoni wanted Miss Lively to react like she was having an orgasm, was this direction that Mr. Baldoni was providing to Miss Lively on set while they were filming that scene? I don't even know why this is a hairdresser. Why would she even be asked this kind of question? Just because she's a hairdresser to an actress does not mean she has intimate knowledge of how things take place and are planned, behind the scenes. I mean, I'm guessing her only knowledge would be, what Lively has told her or any other actresses or actors that she's worked with, but that doesn't mean it's an industry standard. When you're saying that Mr. Baldoni wanted Miss Lively to react like she was having an orgasm, was this direction that Mr. Baldoni was providing to Miss Lively on set while they were filming that scene? Yes. Was it your understanding that Mr. Baldoni had not discussed the direction of Miss Lively having strike that? Was it your impression that including the orgasm in the direction of the scene was not something previously discussed between Mr. Baldoni and Miss Lively? Objection. I don't know. So she doesn't even know. We go to a different page. You understood that Mr. Baldoni had discussed his pornography addiction with Miss Lively? Yes. Did that seem appropriate to you? I couldn't imagine what the conversation was that prompted it. If she wasn't there, then this is hearsay. You can't think of a conversation in which it would be appropriate for Mr. Baldoni to have discussed a pornography addiction with Miss Lively? I can't. Do you recall Miss Lively's reaction to a discussion with Mr. Baldoni regarding pornography? No. Do you have an impression as to whether Miss Lively was uncomfortable regarding discussion with Mr. Baldoni as to pornography? Objection. I can't say how she felt about it. I just know she repeated the comment, and to me, it was remarkable enough to Miss Lively that she repeated the comment to you directly. Is that right? That's a bit leading. Had you ever witnessed Miss Lively being upset and distressed with the same frequency as a result of conduct by other individuals on set? No, I haven't. This was more of a unique experience. And when you say this was a unique experience, why was It Ends With Us a unique experience? I guess because of the level of her being upset or distressed or, those types of things on other projects. She's light-hearted and fun. That's not what we've heard, and she didn't display those very often on this particular project. Was it your perception that Miss Lively's demeanour was substantially different from how you had witnessed her on other film projects? Yes. Do you recall learning that Mr. Baldoni had stated that he could speak to the dead? Yes. And how did you learn that Mr. Baldoni had indicated that he could speak to the dead? Blake told me a conversation that Justin... Again, so hearsay. Blake told me a conversation that Justin and Blake had had about her deceased father. And at that point, what did Miss Lively tell you during that conversation? That he told her a story about having a dream about her dad and then something about a jacket and finding money in the coat pocket that somehow related to her father. Was Mr. Baldoni claiming that he'd spoken to Miss Lively's recently deceased father? Say it again. Was Mr. Baldoni claiming that he'd spoken to Lively's recently deceased father? Through a dream or a vision? Was Miss Lively uncomfortable with that, from what you perceived? Yes, she was. Did you think it was appropriate behaviour by Mr. Baldoni? I can't say either way. Did you find it unusual? Yes. Okay, so there's that one. We'll go to Vivian Baker's. Okay, so we're in the middle of a very long answer to a question. I'm not sure what the question is, but we'll probably gauge where we are. Okay. Vivian Baker. And I will mention that, because I have a small hearing disability, you don't necessarily attempt to engage on everything because I'm working. So I will focus on my work. I know what I hear when I'm focused on my work, but I don't necessarily hear every word. If I'm moving back and forth, I don't always hear every single thing. So everything she may have said, I may not have heard every single thing, but I definitely remember her mentioning that. Do you recall what personal sexual experiences were conveyed to you? No, I do not. Do you recall Miss Lively telling you that Mr. Baldoni had asked about Miss Lively's personal sexual relationship? I do. Did you have any reaction to whether that was an appropriate conversation for this environment? We did. I did not discuss this with her very much. other than knowing that it happened. And of course, that is my personal reaction was, yes, that's inappropriate. And again, just going to work, getting my work done. I didn't engage to extend that conversation further. This woman's clearly not bothered. Like, whatever. And I did fail to ask you, we had just discussed that you had discussed with Miss Lively Mr. Baldoni's personal sexual experiences that he had shared with Miss Lively. Do you recall that? Ask me again. Sorry, I got lost. No, that's completely fair. We had just discussed that you were aware that Mr. Baldoni had attempted to discuss with Miss Lively his personal sexual experiences. Do you recall that? I was aware, yes. Did you have an impression of whether that was appropriate? Objection. I don't know impression is the right word. I know that it's inappropriate. No. Don't do this. Right, okay, so we jumped to a different page. She's responding to a question. Yes, she was the makeup artist, so I think she's asking who... I don't know who she's talking about, actually. Do you recall her name? The minute you ask me, I'll give it to you in 2 seconds when I remember. No problem. Oh, this is jumping. Stop it. Their Instagram handle and their names can be two different things, and I get confused. Do you recall learning that Mr. Heath had shared with Miss Lively a video of his wife giving birth? Please, I'm sorry, I didn't hear. Say again. Do you recall learning that Mr. Heath had shared with Miss Lively a video of his wife giving birth? Yes, I was aware. And did you... Oh, God, my computer is just having none of this today. Bear with me, sorry, I'm having some technical issues. And did you discuss that with Miss Lively? A little bit. I know that there was more to the discussion about it. But again, as we were in the trailer, she would not speak loudly because she would never want anyone to overhear her. And as she spoke softly, if I didn't hear it, you didn't go on. But I was very well aware and, aware of the opening scene of it and aware of even some of her comments back to Mr. Heath at the time. And can you describe for me in a little bit more detail as to your awareness? Blake indicated or told us that he showed her a photo of his wife. A photo of his phone, and it was a close-up of his wife's vagina beginning to cry. Are we serious? It was a close-up of the vagina? What? This is a lie. And she indicated I shouldn't be seeing that. Don't show that. Don't show me that. Then I think in a kind of way to offset it, she goes, does your wife know that you're showing me that? And he made some remark, and I don't remember what the remark was, that was kind of dismissive of her trying to say, don't show me that. Like in a nice way, like, don't do that. And that remark was dismissed. Miss Lively is a mother herself, right? Yes. Did it surprise you that Mr. Heath would be showing a birthing video to Miss Lively as a mother herself? Or whether she was a mother herself or not, it didn't matter. Was surprising at all. And did you find that to be an appropriate encounter? I think they go to a different page. Thank you. Do you know whether Miss Lively addressed any of the encounters with Mr. Baldoni and Mr. Heath at the time they occurred? Objection. I think I need to answer this question in two ways. Is it my belief based on what I heard in a conversation with her that she did? Yes. Is it also my belief based on knowing her? Yes. She would confront me if she would speak directly. She doesn't, that's who she is. And so it's my understanding and an easy thing to believe, knowing her, that she each time directly handled it, probably very forthcoming. What they're saying is Lively doesn't take any crap. So when Lively's narrative is, I was too afraid and intimidated to speak up, what this person here who knows her really well is basically implying that that was not her character. She would, tell you exactly how it is, and she would not have any fear. Okay. Is your understanding that Miss Lively addressed those encounters with Mr. Baldoni and Mr. Heath directly? Was it my understanding that she did it directly? Yes. Yes, even in the trailer, when Mr. Heath came in the trailer, she was directly, leave. She was directly, we'll talk about this later. It's fairly direct. Oh, hold on. Did they tell him to leave, or did they say, hey, stay, but look the other way? I'm confused. This isn't making sense. And this woman can't hear half of what's being said. So, and I can say this as someone who's registered hard of hearing myself, the testimony is not that reliable then. If you're not able to hear it and you're saying half the time, I don't hear things, and I just get on with my work and focus on my work. You spent a great deal of this time saying, I don't remember, I didn't hear. So I don't know, there's so many conflicting versions of the trailer incident. Okay. And do you have an understanding of whether Miss Lively addressed any of these encounters with Sony? Ask me the question one more time. Do you have an understanding of whether Miss Lively addressed any encounters that she experienced as inappropriate with Mr. Baldoni and Mr. Heath with Sony? Yes, I am aware that she did address these with Sony. And how do you know that? From her, not so much a direct conversation that she said, I addressed it with Sony, but that she was looking for a way to get this to stop, since her direct asking it to stop did not. It didn't change those behaviours. And that she felt that if she went to HR is Justin and Jamie. And so she needed to find support in another way. And yes, that. Do you have an understanding of whether Miss Lively raised these issues internally at Wayfarer? And we go to a different page. So these are two screenshots from the footage of the film that were produced in this litigation. I believe they're from May 22nd, scene 1 of 6. Can you let me know when you've had a chance to review? Yeah. Does this refresh your recollection that Miss Lively was not wearing cut-off sweatpants during the filming of the scene? It does. Do you recall that Miss Garofalo asked you a series of questions about a photo or a video that Miss Heath had shown to Miss Lively? Yes. And was it a photo or a video? Do you recall? Since I didn't see it, it was my understanding it was a video. She said photo earlier. And that was a video of a woman's vagina. That's correct. Okay, no further question. I can't believe that. That has now spiraled from, she was giving birth with her legs spread apart to it was a close-up of the fucking vagina. That's just insane. Now, right. Yeah, I'm gonna see what else we have in our little unsealed exhibits, and then I'll do another video.